Hi, Rebecca, anxiety therapist here. And today I'm going to answer one of the top questions I get and I also see online, which is why is my anxiety the hardest or the highest in the morning? People finding mornings incredibly difficult. It puts the start of the day on a really bad tone and it feels like there's an obstacle waiting for you when you first wake up. And I'm going to explain some of the biological reasons why. Super simple and easy to understand, and also how you can think about it and what to do moving forward. So, reason why your anxiety is highest in the morning is because of one particular hormone that is highest in the morning, which is cortisol. Cortisol is your awakening hormone. It's released in the biggest quantity upon first waking, around your first hour of being awake. It's to alert your brain and prepare your readiness for the rest of the day. So because it's a somewhat stimulating hormone, an awakening hormone, the release of it differs depending on what time of day. So it's highest at the beginning, and as the day goes on, it starts to drop off and be at its lowest around the evening before bedtime. So first thing in the morning, this tends to be why some people feel an increase in their anxiousness is because their cortisol is naturally a bit higher. The cortisol itself is not the sole reason. It's often other things that we are doing on top of that. Because it's highest in the morning, it's not just the cortisol that's necessarily making you anxious. Cortisol is a natural hormone that we all have and release. Not all of us feel anxious in the morning. There'll be other things, perhaps about a lack of routine or your anticipation or dread of the morning can exacerbate your already awakened, heightened state. That's a state that your brain and your body wants you to be in the morning. So this is part of the reason why people's anxiety tends to be the highest, and also combined with your average person tends to have caffeine in the morning, and the caffeine can actually increases cortisol even further. So there's something to consider there. If you are a person who feels that their anxiety is highest in the morning, to consider your caffeine intake, be aware of how much caffeine you actually are drinking, potentially switch into an alternative for the temporary, or reducing your intake until your anxiety is more managed and you feel more in control. It's the perfect time of day, for example, to start some mindfulness or meditation to help you feel grounded, simultaneously while feeling ready and alert today with that cortisol supporting you. So it's not necessarily a hormone to be worried about or try and resist. It's actually a hormone to befriend and not worry about. It's the anxious side of things that needs to be addressed at its root. But that's one of the main reasons why in the morning in particular, you feel a certain state of alertness or maybe slightly on edge. Pop your questions or thoughts in the comments down below. See you next time. Take care for now.